welcome back to my channel, Linda's Creative Boutique. I am so happy to have you all join me today with this video that I am going to share with you some of the projects that I made using my Temu papercraft items that I ordered. And I just wanted to come on, I wanted to make sure I tried the items out to make sure that they work how they're supposed to work. So I'm going to go ahead and show you all the projects, or not necessarily projects, but the items that I created using my dies and my stamps that I ordered from Temu. And before I get started into my video, I just want to say thank you to all of you who have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate you subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to like and comment and share my channel as you watch it. But with that being said, let me go ahead and jump right in. Now, one item I want to show you all, let me get my was I ordered from Temu. When I ordered it, I forgot when it came that it's not this, but I'm going to use this. When it came, I was thinking they were ink pens, and then after I thought about it, I thought, why would I buy a pink and blue ink pen? So when I ordered these, they're actually like X-Acto knives, I guess is what you call it, but they're cutters, they're not ink pens. And so is what reminded me of what they were when I was getting ready to use them. When I put it on my paper, I thought, wait a minute, this is sharp. Why is it like cutting like that? Well, it's because they are actually cutters. So I ordered these from Temu, and I don't know if you can see the little knife. See, it's a little blade. And so I tried it out. You can see I tried it out. I did some cutting, and so I just wanted to show you all like how they cut. And you really have to kind of press down to get it to cut. And it worked yesterday. Maybe it's this mat, because yesterday when I was cutting, it just cut like butter. But you can actually hear it cutting. There we go. And so so they're knives and not ink pens, because like I said, after I thought about it, I thought, why would I buy a pink and a blue ink pen? Because that's not, you know, that's not my, I mean, I will buy novelty pens, but these aren't, this isn't a novelty pen. See how well that cuts? And so you can just hold it like a ink pen and make your cuts, and it makes a good clean cut. So these came from Temu, and they are blades, and I'm going to put a little label on here that says blades so that I don't get them mixed up. And then I'm going to also put them in my blade. I have a drawer, small drawer where I keep all of my cutting blades and things like that. So I'm going to put those in there with my other cutting blades. But I just wanted to show you all that, because when I did my video, I said that they were pens, but they're not. Okay. All right. So let's get into my first creation here. Okay, so this stamp set I shared with you all that I ordered from Temu, and as you can see, I have used it, and it did stain my ink did stain the stamps, but you know, I wiped them off. They're clean, they're just blue. And somebody told me that when you purchase stamps, if they're good quality, and if they stain, then they're good quality. I don't know how true that is, because I've got some stamps that are good quality and they don't stain. So I don't know about that theory, but Anyway, this is how those images stamped out. Now, when I stamped them, I used them in my Misty, and some of the impressions did not stamp well, so I had to go back and go over them, and I had to actually press on the stamp. So to me, that indicated that the stamps, though they gave a you know, a clear impression, that they're not all at the same height, if you get what I'm saying. Like when I stamped this book right here, it kept missing this part right here, which means that part of the stamp might not be as high as the edges are, not cut as high. So I had to really press to get that the middle of the spine to stamp out. Now, does that mean it's not a good stamp? It's not the best of quality, but it works. So I just know now when I use these stamps, I'm going to have to, you know, put them on a stamping block and just, you know, make sure I use pressure when I'm printing those. So that's those two things. Okay, my next die, my next one is a die. And it's this die right here, this rose die. And is what I did was I made this card. Well, I started making this card, and I used the die, you know, to cut out my rose. And I didn't glue this down or anything, but I just put it there so that you could see it, so that you could see the rose. This cut really well. There's one piece I left in there, and I just saw that. And see how easy that came out? Like, it cut really, really well. So, this die, I would recommend. That's a good die. And I also just cut out one side, just kind of playing with it in that pink color. So, I would recommend that die. That's a good die. At least the one I got was a good die. And that's just a little envelope that goes with that card. Okay, my next project die is this one right here that I used. And I used that to create this little box. Well, it's not necessarily a box, it's more like a little holder. You can put like some kind of treat in here, and you know, cut it out in whatever kind of paper you want or whatever to match your theme, and put your treat in here. Now, if you're going to use like those cellophane bags to put your treats in, I would recommend maybe putting your bag in, and then maybe stapling it or gluing it so that it'll stay. But this is really cute. I like this. This will be great to do like little party favors and things like that. And I cut out the frame, but the only thing about the frame, after I cut it, it does not have the punch holes to be able to punch it out. And I thought that was it, but that's just a mark on the die. So it was really hard to get it out, so I had to get something really sharp and try not to damage my frame, and peel it up out of there. That was my only drawback about this, is that the frame got stuck in there, and I had to try to, you know, pry it out. I kept bending it, seeing if it would pop out, but it didn't pop out. But other than that, it's a good die. I love the stitching that's around it. You probably can't see it on there, but you can definitely see it on the die. It has the stitching around the border, and you probably can see it on the frame, the stitching there. So I like that, because stitching to me just adds a little extra something to your dies. And it's even like around the little holder here, the stitching. So that's what I created with that. My next project I created, I used this candy box. Now, I have a candy box die, but it's larger than this. This is a small one, and I just saw a piece of paper right there I didn't punch out, but it cut really, really well. And I just created this little box just to show you all how it cut. All these little intricate pieces cut out so well. Like, I think if I had put a piece of cardstock inside and added like a, you know, just a little bit of more of a shim, that they would have all just fallen out. There were maybe 2 or 3 that I had to you know, kind of pull off, but for the majority it cut really well. So I like that die. My next project I made with this box right here, this box die, and then this is for you to cut out the window if you want the window. You don't have to have the window, you can just cut it out and have a solid box, okay? So this is what I created with that die, and oh my gosh, it is so cute. I mean, you can put all kinds of little things in here. Like if you're sending somebody some happy mail, you can put, you know, package some beads or whatever and put them in here and make it really cute. Now I cut the window out, and I have a piece of acetate that has this damask print on it, and so I use that acetate to close my window in. And then this is how the box looks on the inside. But I just think this is the cutest little box, you know. And you can always do like if you wanted to have the flap on the outside, you can definitely do that, and maybe add one of those tiny Velcro dots under here, or you could do a magnet if you like. You know, it just depends on how much time and effort you want to put into it, depending on what you're making it for. But yeah, or you can tuck it in there. But I think this turned out so, like, I love this little box. I like, I want to give somebody something in it because it's just so cute. So that's that box die. I recommend that. Okay, my next item is this embossing pad that embossing folder that I ordered from Temu. And I love anything that has like handwriting in the back, whether you can read it or not. I just like that look. And so is what I did. I pulled a piece of what do you call this, metallic paper, and I used it inside, and look how crisp it cut. I mean, it embossed. And then I flipped it over and I looked at the deboss, and it's even nice. So you could use either side, you know, the deboss side or the emboss side, and you know, create a project. So do I recommend this embossing folder? I do. Okay, my next dies are frame dies, and they have the stitching around them as well, and it comes in a set of 4. Okay, and this is, I just created this little layered frame just to show you all how it cut. It cut very well. I had no issues at all, and I just layered these, and I started to put, because it reminds me of Neapolitan ice cream, so I started to go in my stash and you know, find some ice cream, something ice cream related, and put it on here. But I didn't. I just left it just to be able to show you all how that die cut, and it cuts very well. I recommend it. Okay, my next item that I cut is from this fence die, and this is how it turned out. And you can see the I guess that would be like debossing texture on there, and it turned out really well. Okay guys, something happened with my video. I don't know, but anyway, I'm back. Okay, so I showed you all the fence. That was the last thing. So my next dies that I used were the Ladybug dies, and these are how they turned out. There's one that has the open wings, that's that one, and then this one, and they cut very well, and they turned out very well. And the red paper is a textured paper that I use, and it cut flawlessly. So these are good dies right here, the butterfly. Okay, And then my last die that I used was the Love. And it comes with the shadow. So this is what I created with that. I cut the Love out in gold, I'm sorry, in red glitter paper, and it cut flawlessly. I had no issues at all. And even the shadow, it cut very nice. And so this is my die, the Love die. And would I recommend it? Yes, it cut very well. And I hope me scraping that across the table, I just thought about that, wasn't too bothersome for you. Okay, the next thing that I have are the wax stamps that I purchased. And I have the bow, I have the heart, and then I have just the regular round flat head. That's the heart right there. Look at that beautiful detail. And so is what I created, and I used my little lamp here. You can see the little tea light down in there, and my spoon. And so with the heart die, I was just kind of playing around, but this is what I created, not die, with the heart wax stamp. And because these are kind of large, I believe I put too much wax in my, let me show you what I used. This I purchased from Amazon some time ago. It's the wax melt mold, and then they give you the stickers also to put on the back to stick to whatever your project is. But so I put the wax in there and did my impression. Now this one, when I did this one first and realized that it was just a lot of wax around the sides, which I can always remelt this and, you know, do it over. But so the next time I did it, I used less wax, and that's what it came out to. So I kind of overdid it with the wax on this one because of the size of the stamp. I didn't want it to like half stamp. So like I said, you know, I was just kind of playing around. It's trial and error. So that's those. And then the bow, I just did one on the bow, and this is the bow. I did it after this one, and I also used a bit too much wax, but this is how the bow turned out, and it's really nice. And I was mixing my waxes just to get a different effect. So that's what I came up with those. And then well, these right here are just two that I had. Did I take that out? Yeah. This is one of the stamps that I purchased from Hobby Lobby when they first did their start doing their markdown, and they started marking these down. I got this on clearance, L for Linda. And so I was just kind of playing around with it. That's not Temu, that's Hobby Lobby. But I was just kind of playing around with the wax, and I was just testing that one out because I had never used it. So I just wanted to share that with you all. And then this last one, I used the flathead seal, and this is what I came up with. That's the swirl color right there. I did like 1, 2, 3, I think I did 4 colors on this one. And then I have these dried rose petals in my stash. I just laid one of those on top and then dropped a few wax drops on it just because I had some extra wax in the spoon, and I was just playing around with it. So that's what that one turned out like. But and then these are the wax beads that I used. These I believe I ordered from Amazon some time ago. But these are what I used in this with this project. So that is it. I just wanted to share that with you all in case you were interested in some of the items, the craft items that I had purchased from Temu. If you want to know how they work, you know, the quality of them, I just wanted to come on and share this with you all, just to give you a brief overview of what I purchased. And everything that I purchased, it works great. I'm satisfied with my dies, satisfied with my stamp, and that's about it. So again, don't you all forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I would love to have you become a part of my crafting community over here at Linda's Creative Boutique. So go ahead and subscribe, and when you subscribe, don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload a video. And I believe that is it. So I will talk to y'all later. Take care of yourselves, and as always, be blessed. Bye.